Okay, so social media for business.
This video is brought to you by Achievement Training and Skills, supporting training providers with funding and consultancy to raise standards in the hairdressing, barbering and beauty therapy apprenticeship delivery industry.
Who here has a social media account on any platform for the stuff they do at work? So hairdressing, beauty, barbering. Yeah, Alicia has. Mia, Jess. Charlotte, your pets account does not count. And I guess this is slightly different for you, Charlotte. Charlotte is a business admin apprentice, and it's slightly different. And when we start to talk about this, you'll see why. But you never know, Charlotte, you may move into the world of social media or managing social media accounts, and actually this kind of thing is quite relevant. What do you think, and I'm asking you to think about this as a consumer now, not as a business. What do you like to see from businesses that you follow? And I guess even as well, what platforms do you like to look at things on? So personally, for me, Instagram for inspiration. Anyone else? I'm sure that you all have people that you like to follow and you can think of why you like to follow them. Is there anyone on Instagram or, YouTube, if we're thinking in a relevant to our businesses and our profession, is there anybody that you like to follow that you aspire to be like? Brad Mondo, Sophia Hilton, Philip Wolf. I have to say Brad Mondo is my hero. Sophia Hilton. Any of the barbers in today? Any barbers that you aspire to be like? Beauty therapy? Any nail techs, which is massive on Instagram? Or lash technicians? Sam Bentham, Jake Moon. Okay. So are there any accounts other than the ones that we've spoken about that you follow that you can think of? So I know that on mine, Larissa Love. Okay, I haven't heard of her. Gonna write her down and check her out. Does any of the stylists that you work with have their own Instagram accounts that you think are really good? Would your work allow you to have your own Instagram account? Because I have heard that some salons that potentially their owners are a little bit older or maybe just not crackers and chaps. Yeah, so some people, I guess moons, yeah, so that's where you work. So I guess there are people who don't see the benefits of social media. And as somebody who uses social media for my business, because I have a service-based business as well as doing my job here, I wouldn't be able to do it without Instagram, essentially. It takes over my life a little bit sometimes. But so I thought what we would do is we'd just have a look at a few different. Adele says she thinks it's important to have their own clients and showcase skills and build clients. And that's really important. And, this is my opinion. And my opinion is, if you're worried about, your staff having their own Instagram account to showcase their work, because you think they might leave and take all their clients with them. Like, perhaps think about maybe why they might want to leave. It's, you know, if you've got happy staff who are allowed to do their thing, and, you know, social media is such a big part of our life, then that's only going to be good. So I'm going to share my screen, hopefully. Okay, can you see that, everyone? I'm guessing that that is a yes. Yeah, cool. Okay, just gonna move the chat box so I can still see it. So lots of people said that Sophia Hilton was somebody that they follow, and that they liked what she does. And she, when I think of social media for a salon, she is who I would always think of first, probably, because she's built up an absolutely massive following. As you can see, well, 2,265,000 followers. Okay, so what do you think when you look at her profile? Adele, Mia's doing social media course with them today. Amazing. So when you see her account, what does it make you think? Makes you want to go, makes you think it's fun. And what sort of things can you see on there? So the stuff that people share on social media is called content, as I'm sure you're aware. So what kind of content can you see going on? Yeah, colours, different stages of service. Yeah, so you've got processing as well as after. You've got some reviews. You've got some products. You've got the salon, bit of an update. Yeah, then you've got some durings. You've got links to their courses. Tanya, there's nobody waiting to come in. Yeah, and also they're not serious. There's posts of them messing around. So there you've got people laying on the floor like, oh my God, such a hard day. You know, some people might think that's not professional, but actually, you know, it makes people seem human and you want to know them. So another account, which I think is quite a good one, is Soda School. So her account is Peach Soda. I was going to show you that, but actually it's quite a personal account. She does put hair on there, but it's not as hair orientated as this one. And again, you can see similar kind of things. So there's hair, there's during. Yeah, during, picture of her, end results, some bits where she's been in the press. Okay. She did originally work at Not Another Salon. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So then I thought I'd show you some barbers and we can have a little bit of a look. So 400,000 followers for Shoreham, which is even more than Not Another Salon. So Shoreham are based in Rotterdam in Holland. And they are and I'm sure the barbers in here will know, they are very, very well respected in the industry. And what do you think of their Instagram account? Do you think it's different to Not Another Salons? Or do you think, yes, I know obviously the pictures are different, but content wise, are we seeing similar kind of things? Yeah, professional, classical, more professional, less colourful. I think also you can see they don't take themselves too seriously. There they are, dressed up as what looks like Hansel and Gretel, maybe. Yeah, so they have their products, Ruzel. They've got during pictures. They've got, you know, the after pictures. They've also got, and I should have looked at Not Another Salon, but they've got their IGTVs. So they've got little tutorials, step by step, deluxe barbershop beard trim. Okay, so there's them. Then I also thought we'd look at an individual. So this guy is called Wes Jones. He owns a barbershop in Leigh-on-Sea. Wide range of ages. Yeah. Yeah, lots of them are quite old, which some salon profiles don't have, which just goes to show hairdressing, barbering, beauty is for people of all ages. So this guy is called Wes Jones. He owns a barbershop in Leigh-on-Sea called the Heartbreak Club. He is, again, quite renowned in the industry. You can see he's got 13,500 followers. And there he's got links to all of his other things in here. Okay, so he's got his shop. He's then got Babyliss Pro UK. Why do you think he might have Babyliss Pro UK in there? Yeah, ambassador. So that's something that we'll talk about in a moment. So you can see on here, he's got pictures of his shop. He's got quite personal things on here. So him and his partner, his motorbike, him on stage, some hair. The shop. And then I guess if we went on to the Heartbreak Club shop, it's much more focused on the shop, the work. They've got links, you know, the links to the products that they use. Okay, some photographic stuff. The good thing there is they've got, you know, actually barbering hair is not just doing men's hair, it is doing women's hair too. It's barbering techniques. So you can see there they've got a woman whose hair they've cut. Okay, they've got some customers on there, which is good because it makes the customers feel part of things. Okay, then I thought we'd have a little look at some beauty quickly. So Beauty Works by Amy. Okay, so I feel that the nail world on Instagram is crazy at the minute, and it's all about being a brand ambassador. And as you can see here, this person, Amy, is brand ambassador for many, many things, and she's got 75,000 followers. So what do you think of her account? So this is somebody on their own. This is not a shop. It is just somebody. So she has a home-based salon. So what do you think of her account? And people who do hairdressing, yeah, looks professional. It doesn't have to be just beauty people that comments on this. What do you think is a bit different about this one? Yeah, very professional. Tia's mum's a beautician. Yeah, so it's mainly about work. Yeah, and that is one of the things. You've got an odd one here. So some product. But as we know, she's a brand ambassador, so she is promoting their products. So she is paid to do that. But it's all about the work. Then this person, again, she's another brand ambassador, but it's all the work. Okay, and then lastly, God, I've been talking about this for ages. Lastly, I thought I'd find a lash account. Beauty's much harder actually, because I guess a lot of beauty is it's quite personal. So, you know, if you're doing a bikini wax, you can't really show pictures of that. But lots of lashes. There are some beauticians who you can see, I've seen lots of these new facials that they look almost rubbery, and they put it over the whole face and then they peel it off, over the eyes and stuff as well. So it's quite interesting. So here we've got a lash account, Lashes by Luna. And there you've got quite a bit of her, which, do you think that that's a good thing? Do you think clients want to see you on their or on your business profiles? Yeah, we've got tips on cleaning your lashes. We've got some lashes, some during, some record cards that showing some health and safety, different products. Yeah, so I thought this was quite a nice lash one. Nice to see the face, yeah, and to see how they present themselves. Yeah, and I agree. I think I'm going to stop that share now. I think it's really important that it's, you know, I think what we can see from that is it's not just about the you know, the work you're doing. It is about you and stuff as well. And what I can say about the nail accounts, they use their stories. So yes, on their grid it is nails, but when you see their stories, there's lots of pictures of people talking, videos, not pictures, and that kind of thing. So if we were thinking of ourselves as our own personal brand, what do you think you need to think about when you're building your brand? Yeah, your audience, so the people who are viewing your content. And what do you think you need to think about them? So on my list, I've got, my first thing is who you are and what are you doing? So do you want to have an account so people see your work? Do you want to have an account? And this could be a mixture of all of these. Do you have an account because you want people to see your work and book in? Is it for clients? Do you want to become a brand ambassador for a brand or a company? Do you want people to send you things to test? Do you want to do tutorials? So do you want to do IGTV tutorials, reels? Do you want to have a YouTube account? Is that what you want to do? Do you want to watch other people's tutorials so you can learn that way? And do you want to network? So do you want to meet people that do what you do across the country, across the world, you know? So I think they're the first things to think about: who you are and what you want to do and what you want to get from it. So then we've got we're thinking about the audience and the clients, the people that are watching our content. So it's, what do we want them to know? What are our objectives? Do we want them to follow us just to be a client? Do we want them to follow us to watch our tutorials and follow us? Do we want a massive following? Do you think having a big following is always a good thing? Or do you think you can have a smaller following and it be equally as good? What are your thoughts on follower numbers? Smaller following is equally as good, yeah? Yeah. And I think the important thing to remember when it comes to followers is the quality of the engagement. So you could have 100,000 followers, but if they're people that aren't particularly that interested in you and they've just followed you and then they don't engage, so it doesn't come up in their feed, what is that really doing apart from giving you a higher follower number? You want people that are going to engage with your content. And what do you want people to think about you? Do you want them to think that you are fun? Do you want them to think that you're very professional? And I mean, I think you can be fun and professional, but I'm thinking more of are you quite fun, bright, colourful, that kind of like Not Another Salon? Or are you more like, maybe something like I don't know, I'm trying to think of somebody, well, like Beauty Works by Amy, she doesn't come across to me as fun. She comes across to me as somebody who's very creative, very professional, but she's got a different kind of feel to her. So again, I think you need to think about how much time you want to spend on social media. Who thinks that they spend too much time on social media at the minute? I'm going to say yes, I definitely do. Yeah. And I think it's really hard when you have business accounts to switch off from it. So sometimes at night, my husband and I, so my husband is a barber, and we're often quite on our social media. We're not even talking to each other, and we'll be replying to messages at like 9:30 at night. So I think it's about being sensible and putting some boundaries in place and saying, if it gets too much, too overwhelming, that you can say, right, my business hours that I go on my business account are for an hour in the morning, half an hour in the afternoon, and an hour in the evening, or half an hour in the evening, and not just being a constant. People can wait. We feel like we have to reply to people immediately, but people can wait. What do you think, and we are coming up to the end, I haven't got too much more to talk about. What do you think we can do? How do you think we remain professional? I think we've agreed that, yes, it's okay to show yourself on there, because it's your account, it's you. And one of the things I would say about the different industries we work in, well, the hair and beauty industry, it's very much about the technician, the therapist, it's about us as well as our skills. So people come to us because they like us. It's not just because we do a good set of brows or a good fade or, a good balayage. It's because they like us as well. So I think it's really important to let your personality shine through. But what kind of things would you want to avoid? I mean, I would say it's about knowing your audience. I think that it is really about knowing your audience, knowing their kind of views. And until you kind of know that, it's difficult to say. you know, I know that my clients really like dogs, so I'll put pictures of my dogs up on there. I will put, you know, things that I've brought, beliefs that I have. I'll share quite a lot of things to my stories from other accounts, because I know that most of my clients have very similar kind of views to me. So it's something that you need to think about before you post, and think, is this professional? Is it, you know, you don't want to cause controversy. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen with you again, because I've got a couple of really good accounts to show you. So there is an account called Vix Meldrew, and she is a personal branding person, and she has some amazing little tips and tricks. So bits about hashtags, shareable content, normalize taking Instagram breaks, all these different little things. Okay, so I think that she's really, really helpful. And there's posts, guides, reels, IGTV, things she's been tagged in, lots of different things in her highlights. She also she does like some online education called Grow Glow, but again, she has lots of little things on there that are quite helpful. And the other account that I think is quite good is Pink Storm Social. And again, she's quite similar. So lots of guides, reels, IGTV. But then she's got what to post for real life content, learning to curve your text, Insta stories tricks, adding text boxes to your Insta stories. So lots of different things, content suggestions. And these are not people that are specifically aimed at hairdressing, barbers or beauty therapists. It is just general. So some of it will not be relevant, but I think they're really good things to go through and have a look if you are trying to build a professional brand on social media. Now, I'm going to stop the share. I personally use Instagram more than I use anything else. The last Instagram account was called, I'll get her back up, Pink Storm Social. Okay. And one more tip, if you don't have a personal account, if you don't have a business account and you're going to set one up, or if you have one for your hairdressing or whatever. So if you have people, if you've got one, but it's just like a normal personal account and you want it to be a business one, I would not set it up as a business account. I'd set it up as a creator. And the reason that I would do that is because, where are my insights? Oh, it looks different on here compared to, oh, maybe you can't do it on laptops. But basically, if you have a creator account, when you do reels or when you do stories, you still get music. If you're a business account, you don't get music. And, you know, it's when you have a reel, you definitely want to have music on it. So get a creator account, and then on your phone, and I will just quickly get this up and try and show you, but on your profile on this bit here has a little button called Insights. And if I can, what I might do is just, nothing's working for me today. You click on your Insights and it tells you your most popular post, your engagement, when people interact with your account, all of those kind of things. So you can start to tailor when you post, what you do, what people like. Okay. And I've been rambling on for 38 minutes now. So we're going to finish for today. If anybody's got any questions, then you can get in touch. I hope that was helpful. I will find that PowerPoint. It's got bits on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, different sizes for photos, all different stuff. One of my friends is a social media manager and she made it for some training she done and I stole it from her. So I will share that with you all. Okay. Cool. Have a nice morning and I'll speak to you all soon.
For more videos, make sure to click subscribe.